transport connection. Anything in there or not. $30 seconds. Okay. You gonna be on? Uh-huh. Nobody running in there? All right.
Well, my eyes sure are grateful to see you.
Is that the best one?
Yes, my eyes sure are grateful to see all of you out there. I'd like to talk a little bit about something happened to me 18 years ago. It's in my hometown.
I've been blocked out. I've been blocked out.
Anytown.
He did it on purpose.
That's where I lived. I had a summer job working at University Car Wash, pumping gas. Sometimes we even go over and watch some universities. Grew up in a little apartment, right on Apartment Street, right across from the phosphorus flats. The place was so low down it didn't have a name. My dad, he was hardly ever home. He was working over at Mr. Fixit's shop. You know, it's a big tragedy in my dad's life. He had a chance to buy a split-screen television repair, and he decided he'd stick with the old ways and repair appliances. Well, wouldn't you know, that split-screen shop is now a video store. It's just about the biggest money maker in what's left of that old town, any town. Well, it was the hottest day of the summer. I decided to go out because my dad, he was always agitating at me to get out of the house. My mom, she didn't really want me underfoot. She'd be scrubbing the floors. We're sitting around eating bonbons and reading movie magazines when she thought my pa wasn't around. Well, so I'd go out for a little walk. My mom would always say, "Where are you going?" And I said, "Oh, just out." She'd always tell me the places I couldn't go to. She said, "Now I don't want you hanging out in that slab town. Don't you go down to those dumps." And I'd say, "What dumps are those?" And she said, "You know what dumps they are, the slag dumps. I don't want you to go down to them slag dumps. You come home, you come in them covered in cinders and filth. I don't want you going down there. I don't want you playing down by the old creek either. God knows what they dump in that creek. And you better stay away from Hawk Valley. Now, Mrs. Murphy, the neighbor woman, she said she saw you down there. I don't want to see you hanging around there." Now, she didn't much want me going down to all them places, just south of where we lived.
What would that like there?
So I go to the park. It was called Singing Park. They had a, what you call a statue. It was what they call an equestrian statue. A statue of a horse. Well, for the longest time, it was just a statue of a horse because they couldn't figure out who to honor. Well, finally they raised enough funds to start construction of a famous man to sit on that horse, but they ran out of money when they got to the neck. Well, some joker solved that problem. Just put a pumpkin head on there. Old lady died of fright, thought it was the headless horseman. But that was last Halloween. I'm talking about the hottest day of the summer in 1971. Wandered through Singing Park, way off to the, I guess it'd be to the west. There'd be this basketball court. It's called the Jim Thorpe basketball court. I could never figure it out because of all the things that Jim Thorpe did. He was a runner, he played baseball, he played football. The one thing Jim Thorpe probably never did in his life besides ice skate was play basketball. I just couldn't figure that out. Nobody else seemed to notice this either, and I knew better than to bring it up with all my friends because then they'd call me a scientist or something. Start picking on me. Still didn't forget the time that I was 10 years old and I didn't want to cut up that big fat frog they had on the operating table. They all teased me about that for the next 3 years. Well, there was 2 high schools behind the basketball court. One of them was called the George M. Cohen Memorial High. Nobody went out for football. Everybody went out for band. Well, I was one of the few people that didn't go out for band, and I sure didn't want to be a cheerleader. So most of the time I'd hang out with all the tough kids over at PS 101. Boy, were those kids tough. I'll tell you, they used to get sharpened popsicle sticks, threatened to take your lunch money. They had a little gang of tricycle hoodlums in the 2nd grade called Heads Angels. And they'd scare the heck out of you too. They used to carve tattoos on their arms which said, "Born to cut class." Yeah, that was a pretty tough neighborhood. Anyway, I didn't go over to the school because it was the hottest day of the summer. I didn't want to be anywhere near another school. So I went down by the Regent Pop soda distributors. Right next to there, they had this place called Radio Shack. And there's a sign on the window that says, "Let our incandescent sales clerks help you with all of your radioactive needs." No, I'm just kidding. It really was a Radio Shack. Then they had this print shop. I couldn't figure this out. Nobody ever went to this print shop, and I think I figured out why. Because they were called lettering printers. But one of the T's fell off. So it was Lettering printers. And nobody wanted to trust the printer to let one of the letters fall off of his own sign. Yeah, and there was right next to there, right up along Main Street, heading up here to Slave Row. That's what they call it. That's where all the temp agencies work. So they call it Slave Row. Well, there was this fire station, the engine house number 911. Every time a fire engine would come out to put out a fire, all the kids would run after it. They'd all be yelling, engine number 9. Of course, they only had one engine in this one horse town, and it was engine number 1. But they insisted on calling it engine number 9.
Is Spanish music enough?
No.
What?
Well, there at the fire station, there was this dry cleaner, cold storage place, and it had a picture of a little bear up on a sign hanging on to the word "wow." And it was hanging on to the exclamation point. I couldn't figure why they had a brown bear up there. You'd think that it was a dry cleaner and cold storage. They had a polar bear up there or something. I just don't know. Well, anyway, there was this Jewish family that lived on the 2nd floor. They were called the Aphids. I can't figure out how Aphid turned out to be a Jewish name. I thought it was the name of an insect. There was this little kid named Jackie Aphid that lived there, and he had a bone missing out of his stomach. And his mom and dad would never ride. Him and his sister used to live off of old bread crusts and half-eaten cans of cat food. They'd sit around while a filthy canary chirped in a cage that hadn't been cleaned in 4 months. You could tell because the newspaper on the bottom was dated 4 months ago. Let me see now, what was the headline? A wage price freeze or something. Yeah. I can see why I wouldn't want to put their hands in there. I wouldn't mess with that wage price freeze.